Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Sayukta Saxena, Certified Zentangle teacher, and in today's session we are going to be learning the Zentangle original pattern Arukas. I have already posted a teaser on my Facebook page if you had a chance to have a look. So today's tangle Arukas is a tangle by Molly Hollybock, Maria's daughter, and it is a tangle purely based on orbs and some line work. So again, the basic elemental strokes remain the same, and we'll learn how to draw the tangle and also draw a tile today using the tangle and probably one or two more, right? So let us first see how to draw the basic pattern Arukas. Arukas being Sakura spelt backwards. So again, the name and the look of the pattern have no relation, which is generally the case with all Zentangle patterns. So I am drawing just a square here, right? Drawing an orb, need not be in the center, it can be anywhere, right? And then going to draw these spokes kind of things emanating from the center circle. So double lines, or you can say one line and an aura, right? So they need not be at equal distance. They can be drawn anywhere. Generally you tie and keep a uniform gap, but it's not necessary, it's not a requirement for the tangle, right? And then I am going to add an aura to the center orb throughout, like this, right? And then again add aura on both sides of these spokes kind of things that I have drawn, like this, right? So again, aura on both sides of these spokes. So I'm drawing on my sketchbook. I'm not able to move it freely. You can rotate the tile as per your hand position, however it is convenient to you, right? Again, I'm going to add another aura to the center orb, right? And again repeat the same steps. Add auras on both sides of each of these spokes. So at the end of it, you are going to get a very woven kind of look because of the way and the sequence in which you are auraing the orb and the spokes, right? So basically the look comes from the sequence of auraing. So auraing is the key in the pattern Arukas, right? So I think I have added to all. Yes, right? So now the third layer, like this, right? And again the same process. So adding an aura on both sides of the spokes. So you have to follow the sequence because sequence is the key here. You get that look only when you follow the sequence of auraing, right? So how do we generally play around with the pattern Arukas, right? So I'm going to show you a few tiles here, right? So Arukas in the center, you can see how I filled up the entire space with the auras, and you can add a gem or you can add a caviar in the center. This is another example. I'll be posting all these tiles on my page where I have given a zigzag look to the auras, right? They are not all traveling to the end of the tile but given a zigzag look, and then some jetties to support. This is again where I've played with the center, right? So instead of keeping the auras Around the orb symbol, I have decked them up, embellished, and kept the center also, added festoon in the center, right? Again, a simple tile, but I've auraed it in a different way because I've added betweed around that center piece, and then I've auraed it in a different manner, right? So the aura is like, it's an inverted V and then adding aura, then V, then adding aura, right? So again, arukas, but presented differently. So just in short, how can we play? You can play with the orb, right? You can play with these spaces in case you don't want to fill it up till the end. You can play with these auras, and you can play with the bands also. For example, I can fill it up completely, I can add a pattern inside, or I can add a sparkle like this, or I can add orbs, right? I have shown in these auras also you can play around, you can add patterns inside these auras also, inside these also. For example, in this I have just added some dots. You can play around with the space, you can play around with the center. So there are so many ways you can create a tangulation or a variation. So let us start today. In front of me is an apprentice. It is a bigger tile, right? And I'm going to just scribble a shape in between so that I leave that much space in the center to add some other tangle, probably just a rough scribbling doodle, I would say, and then I would start straight away with my pattern arukas, right? So I'm going to add some orbs here and there. So I'm drawing a couple of them here on this tile. Since it is a bigger tile, it gives me more space. So I have drawn about 5 to 6 orbs here, right? And then I am going to draw those spokes, double lines, emanating, right? So you can connect them also in case it is possible. Wherever it is possible, you can connect them. Right. So I am done with the first one. Then I move on to the second. Again, I can connect these two. So I am going to do that. Again, go to the end of the tile. Again, draw one more here. Right. Again, I am leaving the center. I want to draw something else in the center. You can complete the entire tile using these also, not leaving the center. Right, so drawing these double lines. So all the tiles that I have shown you, I have not played with these auras in any of those tiles, right? The auras that I will be adding to these spokes. So let us play with those auras today. Right, so I have done the basic work, and now I'm going to start adding the auras. So I'm going to do that exercise to all of them at the same time. So adding an aura to the orb, and I'll do that exercise for all, right? The second one, the third one, so again what I am wanting to say is the sequence of auraing that gives arukas its look, right? So Arukas is basically an aura based pattern, again a pattern which re-emphasizes the importance of auraing in Zentangle. So adding an aura around the center orb to all the orbs at the same time, right? So I've done that. Now I'm going to add an aura. So I'm adding a little thicker aura here because I am planning to embellish it a little, right? So keeping a little distance. Try to keep a uniform distance, but it's okay, you need not worry too much about it, right? So I'm done with the first one. Again the second one, then moving on to the third one, don't bother too much about straight lines, just go with the flow. Moving on to the fourth one, moving on to the fifth one, right? Moving on to the sixth one, and we are done, right? So one cycle has been completed. Now I'm going to again start adding the aura around the orb, the second layer. So just follow the sequence, keep adding auras, adding the aura to the third orb, right? Moving on to the fourth one, then the fifth one. I think I missed one aura here. And then the sixth one, then the seventh one. Now we have done that, right? So 2 layers of aura we have already added to all, and then I am going to start again adding an aura on both sides of the spokes. Right, done that, yes, to all. Then the moving on the second side. So follow sequence so that you don't get confused. Right, moving to the third one. Right, again continuing fifth one, this is done, and sixth one, right? So we have completed the second cycle. So I'm going to continue doing this just to show one thing, where the spaces left are almost, there is no space to draw an aura to the inner orb. For example, here I can do the weaving like this, the way we do it for the pattern hybrid, right? So you can complete it in this fashion, because I don't see any space to draw an aura to the inner orb. So just to show you an example, you can complete it in this fashion. Okay, so I'm going to continue the process of adding auras and get back. So I'm on the last section here. You can see I followed the same sequence, and how the woven look has come just by following the same sequence of auraing, right? So again, adding an aura to the center orb, adding 2 lines here and 1 here, again an aura here, adding lines here and here, again an aura here, right? So we have completed drawing the pattern Arukas. So somewhere the lines which we wanted to show, the spokes have got lost in between, so we are going to do something to highlight it. First of all, let us draw something in the center. So what I am going to do is add the pattern ravel somewhere hidden between Arukas, right? So adding some auras on both sides. I've added some orbs to the center band, right? Again some orbs to the center band, again auras, again one here, again aura, again a band here. So I'm going to draw behind a bit. So in between spaces I'm going to add bands which are coming from behind the leaves that I've already drawn, right? And for these left out spaces you can continue the band like this, probably, yes, yeah, then a band coming from behind, Again, you can add some more, or you can add a hidden band there. So I'm going to extend the auras to cover the space. Right, so I have completed the center. These small little spaces left in between can be filled in very comfortably. Do take that time to fill it up. Right, and then let us do something so that the main spokes that we had drawn can be highlighted. So I'm going to be adding Knightsbridge to them. So that they stand out. Like this. And the last one. Right, so I'm going to do this exercise for all.